up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Today we have another bacon with Dazlee. So we just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. Today we're making chocolate chip cookies from scratch with my recipe. So let's just go ahead and get into it, y'all. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and measure our ingredients real quick just to get it out the way. Alright, this is my recipe book. I got my sticky notes, I got my cute little pens, and it's just a little book that I got from Burlington. So yeah, let's go ahead and flip through it and find our recipe that we're using today. Here it is. I'll make sure to drop it in the comments. All right, we got our 2 sticks of softened butter in this hole. Yeah, we switching over to the voiceover because the dogs is outside barking, making too much damn noise, and it was picking up the audio. Then we got 1 cup of packed brown sugar, 1 cup of granulated white sugar, and then we're gonna beat that hoe until it's combined. Now I got my 2 large eggs, my vanilla from Mexico. Hey, I'm gonna take a teaspoon of this, a little bit over, measure with your heart, and then a little bit of this, measure with your heart. I can't get it out the motherfucking thing though. Whip that hoe to combine it. Pour that mixture into your butter and sugar combination and mix that hoe. All right, now we got 3 cups of all-purpose flour. All-purpose, guys. You don't have to sift it, okay? I ain't doing all of that. Then you got your baking soda, your baking powder, and then your salt into that hole and mix that bit. Now, this is my first time using this little cover thing because I've been getting flour all over my kitchen, so excuse my mess. But I'm just putting this in there while the mixer is going. And I'm adding it as it mixes in, so, you know, it can be fully combined and fully incorporated, okay? So, just watch what I'm doing. Just don't do the mess part. Now, we got some chocolate chips. And let me tell y'all, this shit was $4. $4 for a bag of chocolate chips. What the fuck? I can make some damn chocolate chips right now. Set that motherfucking oven to 350. I got a gas stove, so y'all watch out. Then I got my cling film because I'm going to slap my dough on this hoe. So I'm just making sure not to get this shit on the damn counter. You know, I'm just going to spread that out. Then with my hands, I'm just taking my dough. As you see, it's a little bit wet, which means I probably ain't do something right. But I'm hoping for the best, you know. Sometimes you add too much liquid in and it'll mess up how your cookies rise and shit. So I'm hoping that putting it in the freezer for a couple minutes is going to help me. Now I'm going to just go ahead and roll the motherfucker nice and tight. And make sure that all of it is covered because it is going to go to the freezer. And you do not want to dry it out. Okay? Just to measure this mug, just so y'all can see how much dough we have. It was about 3 pounds, and that's usually how much it is whenever I make cookie dough, which is great. Into the freezer. All right, now that we have our chilled dough, as you see, it's still soft, but it's not hard. I just put it in the freezer to quicken up the pace. But yeah, now we're just gonna go ahead and put these on the cookie tray. And this is the Martha Stewart baking tray, and I actually really like this. I got this from Marshall's, and it was like maybe $3. So hell yes, Martha. But now I'm just rolling them out and putting them onto my baking sheet. And I'm making them kind of thick. So I just like a crumble cookie style cookie. And then I smash it down with my finger so they can bake into kind of like a perfect circle, kind of, sort of, but not really. And with this dough, you get enough dough so you can make it any size you want. I'm doing medium-sized cookies because I'm a medium-sized bitch. Okay, so we have our cookies. And let's just throw them in the oven. If you have a gas stove like I do, put it at the top rack because the heat source is at the bottom. And you don't want to burn the bottom of the cookies. Whole thing needs to be brown. And we're going to check it 8 to 10 minutes. So I'm going to do 9. And come check it and see if it needs more time. And what's great about this dough is it makes 3 pounds of dough. If you have less, then 3 pounds are too much, then you ain't do something right. But the great thing about this dough is you can keep this in the freezer for up to 3 months and it still be good. And if you decide, hey, fuck it, I just want to make all 3 pounds of dough, which is a lot of fucking cookies, so you need to come talk to me about this because I only make 6. But great thing about this, freezer for 3 months. You can refrigerate it for about a week as long as you have it like thoroughly wrapped up. And if you decide to bake all of them because you're a big back, then you can put it in a cookie jar and it'll last for up to 3 days, depending on your cookie jar. But because they are fresh cookies with no preservatives, they don't last as long. So they'll either go stale or they'll mold depending on your jar. So glass jar, dark area, you can stretch it a little bit. But yeah, I'm just talking to y'all for a little bit while we're waiting on the cookies. Because, you know, I'm trying to make my videos be less than 15 minutes. But I also want them to be longer than 10. And I feel like this video, because I've been doing like a lot of fast takes and I'm working on my videography, I feel like it's going to be kind of short. But anyway, I just want to take time to thank you guys for still being here and, you know, enjoying the journey with me. And yeah, I'm just happy to have you guys. My Dazzlers. We still don't have like an official name, but I think I'm gonna go with my Dazzlers. Okay? Or my diamonds, maybe, you know? Because diamante means diamond in Spanish. So I'm gonna either call y'all Dazzlers or diamonds. Y'all let me know which one y'all like. I kind of like both of them. So yeah. But thanks for being here, guys. We're almost at 800 subscribers. Okay? That's a big fucking deal. Because I've been inconsistent as fuck. Okay? I've been inconsistent as fuck. Ain't no go ahead beat me up about it, y'all. That's my fault. I be having a lot of stuff going on. I be moving. I just moved here not too long ago. Probably like less than a month ago. And yeah, I get unmotivated very quick. And now that I'm here and I'm settled in, now I can make my content, push my content out. Because now I got more free time on my hands because a bitch ain't paying no bills. So really, I don't even gotta work. I don't even gotta go to work because he paying all the bills. But I'm still gonna take my ass to work. But I'm just gonna work less. Okay? So that means more time for me and y'all. My dazzlers. My diamonds. I got more time for y'all. But yeah, I'm yapping. So let's get back to this video. Not quite ready. All right, these are our cookies. Ooh, let them cool before you try it. All right, we have our cookie. Let's try it. I'm gonna play that. Ooh, it feels hot. Oh shit, here come my dog. Hi. I'm not eating anything. Alright, y'all. That's all for today's video. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.